Hi, I'm Jo.
And I'm Tim.
And we're from THL. Today we're going to take you through your home away from home.
Let's take a look. Firstly, this camper comes with a bunch of keys. The vehicle remote, the LPG locker key, toilet cassette key, and the freshwater inlet key. Please keep all the keys together. Moving into the cab, this camper is an automatic Mercedes Sprinter. It has a keyless start ignition. The keys will need to be near the console. We suggest just in the cup holder. The handbrake is to the left of the driver's seat and is a collapsible handbrake. This camper features a reversing camera which will show on the rear view mirror when the feature is activated. To turn it on, press the power button on the mirror. Make sure someone is outside guiding you when reversing and parking. Chances are this camper is bigger than you're used to driving. There are some handy stickers on the windscreen to remind you of the camper height and maximum speed allowed when driving. There is a USB-C input located above the dash and below the cup holders. So don't forget to bring your USB-C compatible cords. The lever to release the bonnet is inside the passenger door, on the wall next to the footwell. Under this footwell are the tools to change the tyre. The jack is located within the step under the driver's seat. In the passenger side door pocket is the first aid kit. We hope you don't need it, but it is there just in case. If you do open it, you have purchased it and can pay for it when you return to the branch. Also in the door is the quick reference guide with some handy tips on operating this camper. Although this camper has an internal walkthrough, you still need to exit through the driver's side door after switching off the engine. Ensure you lock the driver's cab so the vehicle and cabin lights fully switch off. This will avoid a flat battery in the morning. Moving outside, on the driver's side, here is the power inlet into 240 volt power at a campsite. This is needed to use the microwave, internal power points, and the reverse cycle air conditioner. Plugging into power will charge the 12 volt house battery. We recommend you do this on your first night to ensure the camper is fully charged. The 15 amp power cord is stored in the rear cupboard underneath the bench seat. Below is the wastewater outlet. Wastewater is the water collected from the shower and the sink. The hose to empty the tank is stored underneath the side seat in the rear of the vehicle. Next is the locker to access the toilet cassette. It must be emptied into an authorised dump station when required. Don't worry, it's very quick and easy to do. Back here is the LPG bottle compartment. This supplies gas to the interior stove and hot water system. Make sure the gas bottle is turned off when it's not being used and before driving. We've filled the LPG bottle up for you, and you will need to refill it before returning, unless you have purchased the refueling pack or pre-purchased gas option. The LPG shut-off valves are located near each gas appliance. Next to the LPG compartment is the inlet to refill the freshwater tank. The hose is stored underneath the side seat in the rear of the vehicle. We have filled the tank for you, so you're ready to go. Around on the rear of the camper is the reversing camera. Around on the passenger side is the exterior USB port, auxiliary port, and 240 volt power outlet. This is the hot water system exhaust. It does get hot when the hot water system is being used, so make sure it is never covered or blocked. This is the city water inlet. You don't need this feature, so it has been disabled and is not available to use. Above the window is a handy exterior light. The switch for this light is just inside on the side of the kitchen bench. These vents are for the fridge ventilation and range hood. They do get a little warm, so make sure they are never covered or blocked. The fuel inlet is beside the passenger door. To access it, the passenger door must be open. This camper takes diesel fuel. Do not put AdBlue or any other substance in this inlet. We've filled the tank up for you, and you'll need to refill it before returning, unless you have purchased the refueling pack. If you see the AdBlue is getting low, please call On-Road Assist for advice on what to do. Now let's take a look inside. Use the sliding door to access the camper. To open the sliding door, pull the handle towards you and then slide the door. There are 2 points along the rail where the door will lock into place. When closing the slide door, make sure you use some force to close it properly. To open or close the sliding door from the inside, press the lever on the handle in and then slide with some force. Inside the sliding door provides access to the front dining area. The driver's cab seats swivel around to the dining area for extra room. Above the dining area is the 12-volt house battery control panel. The 12-volt battery powers the fridge, range hood, house lights, water pump, water heater, toilet flush, and media player. Turn these switches on only when you need them. Leave the fridge switch on at all times. To the left is the 240-volt isolation switch. Make sure this is in the on or up position at all times. Next to that is the battery monitor, which will show you how much charge you have in the house battery. Below that is the gauge to tell you how full the fresh and wastewater tanks are. Check this regularly. Underneath the 12-volt switches is the boiler for the hot water system. On the right-hand side is the switch for the solar panel. Please leave this on at all times, otherwise the solar system will not charge the battery. If this switch is not flat, it means the solar panel has tripped. Please call On-Road Assist for advice on what to do. Here is the radio system. This camper features internal and external speakers. Just finally, the house battery is separate to the camper engine battery. So if the house battery is getting low, don't worry, the camper will still be able to start. Directly behind the front dining area is the bathroom, which features a shower and toilet. Don't forget to flick on the water pump and toilet flush switches before using the facilities. For hot water in the shower and kitchen sink, turn on the hot water switch, water pump, and the boiler at least 30 minutes before you need it. The water heater is fueled by LPG and will switch to 240-volt mains power when you are plugged into power at a campsite. Make sure the bathroom door is closed and locked before driving. The kitchen includes a gas stove with range hood, sink, fridge, and microwave. In the large cupboard below the kitchen bench are utensils, cutlery, pots, pans, and other kitchen equipment. In the drawer underneath the front dining area are the plates, bowls, drinking glasses, and coffee mugs. In the overhead cupboard are the kitchen appliances. To use these appliances, as well as the microwave and the reverse cycle air conditioning, you must be plugged into 240-volt mains power. The fridge operates off the 12-volt battery when driving and 240-volt mains power when plugged in at a campground. There is storage in the rear overhead cupboards, as well as underneath the seat. There is additional storage in the small cupboard behind the front dining area, as well as the wardrobe. These cupboards are where the dining tables are stored. Make sure the drawers and cupboards are locked before driving. The house lights operate off the 12-volt system. Remember to switch them off when you are not using them, as they will drain the house battery if you are not connected to mains power. Once you turn on the light switch at the control panel, you can turn each individual light on and off. In the lounge area is the entertainment unit. This is a media player only and doesn't have access to television signal, but it's great for watching DVDs or movies from your USB. This camper features a reverse cycle air conditioner that works only when connected to 240-volt mains power. It is powered by a remote control that is paired with the unit. Under the seats in the lounge room area are the freshwater hose, wastewater hose, and 15-amp power cord, as well as other general equipment you may need during your trip. When parked up, set up the rear dining table. At night, this area converts to a double bed. Since this camper has the bonus of an additional dining area at the front, you may choose to leave your bed set up permanently. There are curtains all the way around for your privacy. To finish, we'd like to share some helpful tips for your trip. We have a bunch of camper help how-to videos in the THL Road Trip app showing you how to use specific features of your camper, such as operating the gas stove, emptying the toilet cassette, or setting up the beds. Make sure you watch these to get the most out of your camper. It's important that you book into a campground on your first night so you can plug into the 240-volt power to fully charge the house battery, and then every 2 or so days to charge up again. The speed of the 12-volt battery drainage will depend on the climate and how often it is used. A full charge takes between 14 to 16 hours and needs to be done at a campground. We don't recommend driving at dusk or night time, so be sure to arrive at your overnight destination before then. Top up the fresh water and empty the wastewater every 1 to 2 days. Empty the toilet cassette every 1 to 2 days, or as needed. The wastewater tank and the toilet cassette must be emptied at an authorised dump station. If you are staying in a holiday park, you will have access to one there. Otherwise, use the handy THL Road Trip app to search for the closest one. Top up and empty at every opportunity and you won't have to worry about a thing. Lastly, always remember, have your keys with you when you're outside the camper. We want to make sure you're completely comfortable before you leave the branch. Please don't be shy in asking your branch host any questions and let them know if there's something you are unsure about. Once on the road, you can always call our on-road care team 24/7. On behalf of all the crew at THL here, have an incredible adventure.